I need to know where, say, the Hearthstone residence is, you understand me? Oh, well, of course I know where the Hearthstone residence is, but I don't want to tell the likes of you. Excuse me? Yeah, freaking Dark Elf. What's up, Foster Bros? Welcome back to the Daggerfall playthrough. It is currently part 2, and you may already notice that there's a bit of an audio difference. That is because I got a new Bluetooth headpiece. It's only one ear, but that should be honestly fine with how this game runs at least. So, of course, audio may sound a bit weird, but bear with it, you know. It is what it is. Anyways, in the last episode, we left Privateer's hold, and now we're going through. Found the Bank of Daggerfall right here, so that's cool. So, we just gotta, reorientate ourselves and try to basically get some quests done and stuff, because we're only level 2, and we have to get like a letter to actually do, the main stuff. And I honestly forget what level you have to be, but I can run a few things blind, and it seems like we got the Fighters Guild out here. Of course, we're playing as a good old warlock, so magic and combat is our specialty. So we're gonna quickly join up the Fighters Guild right here, and the Mages Guild. And as long as we're cooperatives, as long as we are part of them, 11 to 23. As long as we're part of the guilds, we can actually go anywhere and be with them. Of course, I don't know when the... Okay, so J is that. I gotta try and figure out one info. So it is currently 9:41, and I'm healthy. And you enter. You open at 11, and it's 9. Well, we should be able to just, rest. No, we're gonna loiter. Because if you rest in these cities, the guards will attack you. So, loiter, it's not exactly lollygagging, so you can loiter for a while. Rusty relics lie wherever they were last tossed. All the wares show the cracks and chips of shoddy workmanship. A mouse scampers over your feet before burrowing into a nearby sack. Well, anyways, here's the Fighters Guild. I despise your kind. Go away. My kind? Excuse me? Okay. Surely if I join, I'll get better reputation. Yeah, I'm going to join the guild. Yes. You look like the sort of warrior we could use in the Fighters Guild. We offer skills, training, special discounts on armor and weapon repairs, and very profitable work assignments. In addition, you always have a place to rest in any Fighters Guild. Are you interested? Sure am. Excellent. Welcome to the Fighters Guild, Morga. Your rank is currently apprentice. I'm an apprentice of the Fighters Guild. And of course, upstairs we got a few more people. Let's see if we can actually speak to people. Okay, so we got training over here. This here's repairs. You can get your stuff repaired though. I'm not sure if they fixed it or not, but in the old school version, if you like repair an ebony dagger, it'll actually crash your game the second you get it. But yeah, we have resting halls up here, so you can actually rest in Fighters Guilds like it's an inn. But you can only enter the Fighters Guilds during the day, so if you're in the middle of the night, you actually have to go into an inn to rest. But of course, there is a way to get that fixed. And I say fixed rather prominently because you can actually go to a what's it called, a Knights Hall, and join a Knights Guild, and you get free rests at any inn. And in the classic version, at least, you get to rest for free in any inn anywhere despite the fact that the guy will say you get to rest for free in any in the province that you join the guild in. So of course you have different nights for different provinces. So like Daggerfall has Night of the Dragons, and then in Wayrus there's Night of the Rose, and then over in Sentinels like Knights of the Crescent, stuff like that. Alright, so we got a Mage's Guild here. Mage's Guild is open. I'm actually going to save up, now that we joined the Fighters Guild, just in case. Never know when you need to be saved up. The shop is better appointed than many. Its wares lie neatly on shelves, although not fit for a king, all skillfully crafted. Now we can enter the Mage's Guild, join up. Yes, you are worthy to join the Magus Dogus Guild as an apprentice. You can use the Spellmaker and get training in any of the guild skills later. You will become eligible to use the library, buy magical items, and even make your own. Are you interested in joining? Yep. Mm, henceforth you will be known as Morgadrath, apprentice of the Magus Dogus Guild. It will take patience and hard effort to gain access to all the guild offers, my child, but I can now give you access to our trainers and our spellmaker. Too much power and too little time has destroyed many a man and women. The Mages Guild is nothing if not conscientious. Okay, so of course with the Mages Guild, you only get access to spell making and training, which is, not bad. But of course you can get like potions and stuff later, which is, pretty neat. Right here's a spell maker. I at least memorized the layouts of everywhere, I guess. That's cool. Let's see here. So, if I remember correctly, I should be able to open like that. So I'm good with thaumaturgy, restoration, and mysticism, with a heavy emphasis on thaumaturgy. And my minor skills is everything else. So restoration, okay. Yeah. So I'm actually going to save up here because, I want to get some good spells done. And, I just want to actually make sure that I get some nice spells. So I know that thaumaturgy gives you stuff like comprehend languages, which is interesting. There's also create item, which is thaumaturgy, and I guess I could test it just to see. So the thing about create item is you want to actually raise how many levels it takes before the duration of your created item goes up any, because that will actually lower the cost as much as it can possibly do. And I'm just going to call this test. I am going to reload a save right after I cast it. So I'm going to buy this spell. Been inscribed. You can also see how much money you have. And right quick, I'm going to cast. I'm going to need mana to cast. So right quick, I'm actually going to go to the Fighters Guild. So give me a second to speed ahead since I need mana since the daylight kind of drains it. So one sec. Alright, and as you can see, we have some mana here in the Mages Guild, so we're just going to cast Test real quick. So we're going to cast it, and we're going to give ourselves, let's see here, something I can at least see right away. So, oh man, it lets you summon anything, really. So if I summon a Steel Battle Axe, that Steel Battle Axe should be in our inventory. And it should be... Alright. You know what? I think this... Yeah, that's an axe we had. So, I don't see it. Spell ended. So if that's the case, they fixed it. So anyways, we're going to load back because create item is actually useless in this update. Oh well, it was a very nice spell though for making a lot of money. Like, literally in the base edition, create item could get you like tens of thousands of gold instantly. Like instantly. You could just go to the Fighters Guild, spam create a bunch of steel battle axes until you were well over encumbered, and then just immediately run back to the weapon shop, sell all your weapons for like tens of thousands of gold, and voila. Anyways, you got spells like Disintegrate, which is very powerful, very potent. But of course, I'm going to need my hands on some good stuff like, say, Heal, which can heal a good bit, such as Health. So we can heal our health, and I'm going to make it to where we heal. If I make it to where we heal, so if I make it to where we heal 1-to-1 and 1-to-1 per 2 levels, that's the lowest costing spell, but it seems like our restoration's already very high to, yeah, spell cost can lower, but it's so high that the difference is like a 4-point difference, and our restoration is going to be trained up anyways. So this is going to just be called Res XP, and yeah, that's right. In fact, I'm going to start doing this because this game really makes spells different. So this here is going to be Res XP, our first spell that there's going to be bought right there, inscribed into our Gilmore. Now, we're going to need some good thaumaturgy spells. Another good spell to have on you at all times, Identify. So you want to have a good chance. So per level, you want like good, say, 5% chance, though that would cost a lot of mana and a lot of gold. So what we're going to do first is just set that as a new spell, because we're not going to create that yet, because Identify is very useful, but you need to actually have the mana to cast it. Now anyways, another good one. Let's see here. So there's Pacify, there's Shield, Shadow, Silence. There's all the absorptions, transfer, water breathing. Water breathing is actually a pretty potent one. And of course, its base cost is going to be 6 mana, so that's good. I'm going to make it to where we get like a good 5 rounds, and that is actually how many rounds you get. So of course that is the base conundrum. So every 5 is 25 seconds. So that's 25 seconds plus 25 seconds, so 50 seconds right there, and then every time we level up it's another 25 seconds. And that only costs 33 mana, so I'm just going to call this 01 or 02 lungs. Let's see here. Lungs of the Argonian. Lungs of the Argonian. There we go. You want to buy that? Get some more generic spells that still sound Scrollsian. And let's see here. I'm going to want something that, say, damages an enemy's health. And let's see here. Magnitude. I'm going to want a good spell that does some good damage to an opponent from afar. And I'm going to make it to where it does 5 to 10 for every level. And I'm going to make it do a base of fire. I'm going to give this thing an icon looking like, oh, how do I swap back this icon? Okay. Next icon is up here. Oh, some of these look really nice. Like it's a slow ember, so I guess like that would work. This here's just going to be called Firebolt. Actually, I'm going to make sure that this is a single target ranged. There we go. This here's just going to be called Firebolt. This is going to be our basic go-to fire damage spell. In fact, I can even edit this, make it to where it does 1 to 5 base damage and then 5 to 10 for every level. So, does some good damage, some decent damage. And its casting cost is 87 mana, so it's definitely more expensive, but it's good to get rid of enemies from afar. And I know this episode is going to mostly be me creating spells, but that's half the fun. Just having a little bit of a good sit down and a little bit of creativeness, if you want to go with that kind of word. Of course, some of these spells are very powerful from previous games. Of course, spell absorption is going to cost a lot of mana now, so we're not going to be casting that, especially at level 2. And I just realized we are level 2, so stuff that I'm actually making is actually doing more than I originally thought, but oh well. That's actually kind of cool. I can actually make a spell of, let's see here. I can actually give myself a spell of Cure Disease and make it to where this would have, at my level, a 15% chance of curing me, which costs 105 mana, but it's going to get better over time. So I'm going to do that. Make it to where it also cures poison. And this is going to cost a lot of mana. In fact, I'm not even going to make that spell because that's just too horrendous. Whew. Like, honestly. See here, so elemental resistance, that's cool. What about free action? Target is immune to paralyzation. I can cast this on self. Just make it to where, man, that actually, I can give this thing an insane duration. Like, seriously. Okay, so 20 rounds every level, so that's already like 41 rounds immediately. Yeah, I'm going to have some serious free action, so this is going to be 0-3 Free Bird. Yep, Free Bird. Just like that. And, okay, so this here's going to have that icon. That looks good. Oh, that scribbling sound, though. Alright, I guess we can have, like, one more spell. Maybe. Maybe, like, a nice, good... Shield looks cool. Target is surrounded by a magical shield that absorbs health point damage. Shield lasts until its damage has overcome the wearer. Okay, so it's literally a shield spell from Arena, only it has a duration now, because the devs figured, you know, shield was kind of broken in the old game. But you can still give it pretty potent stuff. Yeah, giving ourselves, let's see here, so that would be currently 11 rounds, so that's pretty high. 11 rounds of, we're gonna do that. There we go. Well, this is a pretty well-rounded spell. So 11 rounds of, let's see here, 1 to 5 plus 5 to 10 times 2. So 10 to 20 plus 1 to 5. So 11 to 25. 11 to 25 extra health for 11 rounds. You know what? For an even, yeah, for an even 15 rounds. And this is going to be our last spell. Armor of Azura. And of course, as you can see, this is the weakest shield spell we had in Arena. We are going to follow some of the more basic stuff. Also, I can change the icon. I keep forgetting I can change the icon. You know what? For shield spells, if I can go to previous, yeah, I can just cycle through all these. Ooh. I actually like that icon. I think I'll keep it. Yeah. So we have 104 gold now. It is currently, let's see here. It is currently 15:04. Oh dear. I guess time actually rolled on as we were going on, so that means it actually might be a little late. I'm actually going to drop a 2 save, so this is going to be Morgar 2, just in case. Because, you know, I don't know if it's going to be, okay, it's still day. That's good. So tell you what, we're going to end things off with a bit of a banger. We're going to, I guess, start ourselves our first quest, because currently, oh lord, you can see we have a maximum of, yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah, and it's actually sorting by some, hang on. Uh, hmm. So it's going to sort this way then. Oh yeah, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, but Firebolt is kind of just, so I can actually sort things around like this. So we have Firebolt and Shock, which is kind of cool. So now I have 2 of those things, and of course, I can cast a good bit of this stuff. And of course, we've got Slowfall and Chameleon. I can cast Restoration on myself. Give myself Armor of Azura, which would cost a lot. But other than that, I am going to do a quick speed ahead over to the Fighters Guild again, so catch you in a sec. Alright, we're doing speed ahead. Going to end the speed ahead here in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and we're back here at the Fighters Guild Hall because, of course, I am going to want to save up before we do a quest, and then we're going to, well, do a quest. Also, we can actually talk to this guy. Yeah, because he doesn't like our kind unless we're a part of the Fighters Guild, so let's go ahead and get a quest from this guy. We're just going to do one little quest because the Fighters Guild actually have short and simple quests. They may have some of the more cookie cutter quests, but they're short and simple. So let's see what our first quest is. Well, I am Perryneck Hearthcroft, and I have a relatively menial job, if you are willing to take it. Actually, some members prefer these jobs because they pay just as well as the more difficult ones. A house here in town, actually, has has infested by has been infested by giant rodents. The wife claims they are rats, the husband claims they are bats. Either way, they want them gone. You interested? Uh, yeah, I guess I'll be interested. Ah, well, the bats have infested the Temple of Kinrath. Go there and kill them, and you'll get your pay. I can only give you 1 day to finish this one. Uh, what's the pay? The pay? What pay? I better get my gold. I don't care how much you give me, as long as you do it! Sorry, I just had to roleplay Morgar there. So we have ourselves, oh, mercantile is improved, running is improved. We are sitting here in this area, and I have to find the Temple of Kinrath. Now, I know that the Temple of Kinrath is right there. Okay, that's cool. So, the Temple of Kinrath is another guild hall, and it of course is a it of course is one of those guild halls that there's only one type in each province. So Kinrath is of course the Daggerfall province, but you can find like Julianos and other provinces and yada yada. I'm not going to get into the details, just like the Knight's quests, but with temple interactions. So let's go ahead and head on in here. We got enemies. Uh, I think if I press, okay, I gotta remember. There we go. There's my axe. So we're here in the temple. We got bats. Bat has just died. And of course, because we're just entering this place and we cannot rest, we are... Daggerfall has detected an error 110. Press return to quit. My game just crashed. Well, sorry about that. I guess we have to... So I'm cut here now. Before we even got the quest. Hey, this may sound awkward, but, in a different timeline, I got a quest from you and, my game kinda crashed. Oh, well that's fine. We get plenty of Chim users here. Anyways, every once in a while we got an idiot like this client. Some fool left his back door open, and get this, a wild animal got in. He seems rather confused as to whether it's a bear or a tiger. That seems a little strange. I know, right? But in either case, if it wanted to eat him, it wanted to eat him. Well, we need you to go and slay the animal. You got the standard fee, 166 gold. You want to take it, Morgardreth? 166 moolah? Yes, yes, get it now. Alright, great, great. Love to hear it, love to hear it. Okay, so go over to the Hearthstone residence in Longgates. I'll give you 9 days to go kill it and get back to me. 9 days? You got it! As long as I get my gold, I don't care how you give it to me, just do it! Anyways, I'm gonna go do it! Alright, alright. Running out of here. I love my Gluckin voice, so of course that was in Longgate. Oh man, I just realized I didn't really write that down, but it's fine because you get stuff like this. So, alright, so Paraneck, Hearthcroft, and Godsway Garden gave me a job of killing a tiger or bear that got into the Hearthstone residence in Longgate. So Longgate, 9 days. That's all I need to know. Hearthstone residence. I can look that up the second I get to Longgate. So I'm going to travel to Longgate now. Now, here's the way Daggerfall works, because you see, you have all these areas, and of course, we got to remember we're here in Gothway Garden at the end of this bay, and that's where I'm at. But right now, we need to go to the region of Long Gate, which you can type in the find search bar and find that it's right there, and you can travel to Longgate. Travel time 3 days, yeah, that's easy. I'm going to camp outside run recklessly because literally doesn't matter as long as I get to Long Gate. Because I may not have the mana, I do have the axe power though. So all I need to do is find some people. Hey, you ladies, I got a question for you. Yes, what is it? You see, I need to know where, okay, so it's not going to be in regional. What about general? I need to know where, say, the Hearthstone residence is. You understand me? Oh, well, of course I know where the Hearthstone residence is, but I don't want to tell the likes of you. Excuse me? Yeah, freaking Dark Elf, always begging us, common folk, for your help. What you done for me lately? Like, what you gonna do for me lately? Listen, lady, I don't want any trouble. I just, need a little instructions, you know. Yeah, of course, I know where the Hearthstone resident is, but do I want to tell you? Do I want to really tell you? Okay, listen here, lady. I can kill you, and there's no guards around. But I'll spare you for now. You. You. I don't care if you don't like me. I need to know where the Hearthstone residence. Tell me! Oh, well, that's the Hearthstone residence is, east of here. I need more details. Oh, it's east of here. More details. I need details. I don't care how you give it to me. Just do it. Just do it. I need thank you. Yes, yes, I guess I can tell you. It'd be easiest if I just marked the Hearthstone residence on your map. Thank you. You see, this is what I need you to do. Do it! Anyways, alright. Oh, my Gluckin impression is fun to use. Anyways, let's go ahead and find our way to the Hearthstone residence. So, of course, it's marked on our map. So it's right around here. And we are in this area. So we need to go north and... So we need to go north past the two temples and head there. Alright. Alright, I got the instructions. Time to go kill us a bear or tiger. Don't know which. Gonna find it and we're gonna give it a stitch. 'Cause my name's Morga Dreth and I get it done. I don't just care. I do it, do it, do it. I don't just care. I'm a Gluckin. I don't just care. I'll do it, do it, do it. I'll kill this bear or tiger. Don't care which one. I'll do it, do it, do it. Anyways, we're just going to head north. Cringe singing aside. We should be right here. It is to our south. That's a rude, annoying cow. The interrupting cow. Hello, sir. I just need to find the entrance to this residence. I'm not a burglar. I'm just a dark elf running along. There it is. Alright. I'm going to drop a 2 save real quick. Now that we're in the residence. This is so we at least have a save in here. And we got our tiger. Oi! I see you behind that wall. Listen here. Locke has nothing to fear for me. I'm going in! Oh. Well, I killed it. Anyways, that's that done. Nothing more I need to do, here, so I guess we can, journey back to this old place here in Gothway Garden. Begin our journey. It's not too long. Entering Gothway Garden, our skills improved. Honestly, that's one thing I like about the fast travel system in this game. It at least improves your skills a little bit, so you get most of your skills seemingly from coming back from an adventure, which is kind of neat. It would be neat if I could actually level up from that, but it is what it is. Though it is scary thinking about how my dark elves just run around with an axe like this. Like, look at how terrifying this thing looks. It's kind of the reason why I like it so much. In fact, in most playthroughs, I usually play a zero intelligence berserker with no mana whatsoever in exchange for just more bonk, axe expertise, more health, immunity to magic, and in exchange, I literally cannot cast a single spell. But other than that, I can smash some things pretty good. Alright, listen here, you little punk. I have a quest for you, and I got the Tiger's hide right here. Hmm, no great difficulties, I trust? Bah, thought not. Here's your 166 gold, old Morgadreth. 166 moolah in the bank. That's how you do it. Anyways, we now have ourselves a good we have ourselves a good 270 gold. We are basically broke, but it is what it is. It's a nice sunset, it looks like, here in Daggerfall. And we got a good bit done. We made ourselves a few spells. We got ourselves a little quest done. I hope the audio sounds a lot better than the echoing from not having a mic at all. But, I think that could be a good place to wrap things up. So this has been your bro, Frosher Brew, and I think I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!